What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Virgo Sun Sign friends. If you're born between the dates of August 23rd and September 22nd, then you are a Virgo Sun Sign and this reading is for you. Today we're going to look at the reasons behind worry and stress in the lives of Virgos. We all have stress and worry in our life, and so many of us have such stress and such worry for so long that we think that stress and worry is just a part of being a human being. But it is not. Stress and worry is a decision that you've made, and if you've made that decision, you can undo that decision. So that's what this spread is going to tell us. It's going to tell us the reasons behind worry and stress in your life and how you can move forward through healing and love. Okay, we're going to be using the MacLeod Tarot today, and this is a post-apocalyptic themed deck that I did a deck review on if you want to go check that out on my channel. We're also going to use the Mortem Oraculum to ask what kind of shadow issues are at play here, and we're going to ask the crystal reading cards what kind of healing energies you can choose to use in order to heal from worry and stress. Okay, so if you would, please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards a question. What are the reasons for worry and stress in the lives of Virgos? Alright, that ought to do it. Cut the deck. We're going to deal out 3 cards. Excellent. Now we'll ask the Mortem Oraculum, what are the shadow issues at play here? What are the shadow issues behind the reasons for worry and stress in the lives of Virgos? Alright, shadow issue. Perfect. And then, of course, the crystal reading cards. What healing energies can Virgos use to move through and move past worry and stress in their lives? What healing energies for Virgos to focus on? Excellent. We've done it. Alright, so let's look at these tarot cards first, see what they have to say. The first one we're going to look at is this middle one, and it represents the heart of the matter, the reason behind worry and stress. And we've got the Star. And traditionally the Star is about being open, but what I'm going to do is clarify this. I'm going to use a Psychic Tarot of the Heart to see what about the Star is at play here. New vitality, okay. Huh. I'm getting the feeling here that a reason for worry and stress, or the main reason for worry and stress in the lives of Virgos, is that there needs to be... How do I explain this? I'm getting the feeling of maybe too much emotions really affecting you. I know that's vague, and this is a reading made for a large group of people, so I apologize for the vagueness, but basically what I'm trying to say, I'm not explaining it very well, is that I get the feeling that the reason for worry and stress in the lives of Virgos is there's just a lot of emotion that's welling up inside of you that maybe hasn't been released. Maybe you need to express it somehow. Maybe a lot of you are repressing emotion, and this emotion could stem from a lot of things, and I can't specify. You have to figure out what this means for you. But definitely, the gist of it is that there's some emotions beneath the surface that that want to come out and want to be exposed, but for whatever reason you're not allowing them. You're repressing them. You're hiding them from other people is the feeling I'm getting from this card. And I think that could be an issue for worry and stress in a lot of your lives. At least that's like maybe the root cause of it. So yeah, we'll see what these other cards have to say. This card represents what you need to let go of to improve your situation. We've got the Three of Swords. And it's this idea that, oh, I've been betrayed, I've been wronged, things are going poorly, things have been going poorly, so things will continue to go poorly. That mentality needs to go. Yes, we've all been through some hardships and some heartbreaks and some just terrible events that caused us some harm emotionally. But repressing our emotions and hiding them and not wanting to deal with them only makes things worse. A lot worse. And I think that's what you need to let go of. You need to let go of the energy or the mentality of you've been wronged and you're going to continue to be wronged in the future. I think that's harming you. I think it's causing stress. I think it's causing worry. You have to realize that the present moment is a blank slate, and whatever happened before doesn't necessarily have to happen again unless you want it to. It's all up to you. You're creating your reality. But if you're going to dwell in that negative energy of the past where you were hurt or betrayed or wronged in some way, then you're going to be carrying that energy with you into the present, and you're going to be creating in the present from a place of negativity, from a place of that past hurt, and you're going to create more hurt as a result of that. But if you can release that energy, if you can say, okay, whatever happened in the past is over, it's now time to start a new chapter, if you can do that, then you're going to release that energy from you, that negative energy, and you're going to be more optimistic about what you're creating and what you could possibly create. So definitely, I think that what you need to let go of is the idea that you're wronged in the past, you'll be wronged in the future. And I think that's horrible. That's not a good thing. Okay, it's holding you back, it's creating stress, it's creating worry and anxiety. And we got to get rid of that, Virgo friends, in order to move forward. Alright, let's take a look at this card, which represents actions that you can take to improve your situation. Aha! We've got the King of Cups. It's all falling into place now. The King of Cups is someone who understands their emotions. They're in charge of their emotions. They're not going to repress their emotions because they realize that each and every emotion that we have contains a little lesson, or sometimes a big lesson. And when an emotion comes up, you need to learn the lesson. That's your soul's way of telling you, here's something to learn. And if you're going to repress it, then you're not going to learn that lesson. And that lesson has to be learned, so eventually it's going to boil over and erupt, and it's going to be ugly if you repress it. So it's important that, I'm not saying you should, something bad happened in the past, you should ignore it, which is possibly is what some of you have been doing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to dwell in that energy, go straight to it, and figure out what the lesson was. And once you figure out the lesson of that emotion, what you're supposed to learn, how you're supposed to grow, once you figure that out, then that emotion is over. It's gone. You can put it away forever. You never have to think about it again because you've grown because of it. But that can never happen if you repress it. That can never happen if you refuse to look at it because you're scared or worried or, whatever reason we repress our emotions. So I think that's what you can do, is be more in charge of your emotions, be more mature when it comes to your emotions, and really see the lesson that's inherent in your emotions so that you can heal, basically. It looks like we need some healing here from the past, is the feeling I'm getting for Virgos. So some healing from the past needs to occur, and the only way you can do that is to feel the emotions fully. You got to feel them. You got to let them wash over you. And yes, they're negative, okay? I understand that. But if you can really sit in it and feel it, then you won't be so afraid of it. We're afraid of what we don't understand. But if you're open and you take the steps to really understand your emotions, then there can be no more fear because you're learning now. So that's the feeling I'm getting, Virgos. So let's move on over to the Mortimer column and see what shadow aspects are at play here. And we've got Instinct and the Wolf. I think this is instinctual. I don't know if it's learned behavior or just natural behavior, but I think you have an instinct to shove the emotions that you don't like away down into the bottom in a little box, and you lock it up and you throw the key. I get the feeling that's kind of your instinct. Maybe your parents taught you that. Maybe society taught you that. Maybe you were born like that. I doubt it, though. I think this is learned behavior, but it's become instinct now, like instinctually, rather than maybe analyzing a negative emotion. You're just like, oh, I'll ignore that. I don't need to deal with that. I'll just pretend to be happy, right? I think that's maybe the instinct of a lot of you, and that could be causing, well, if that is your instinct, then it is definitely causing worry and stress in your life. Some negative energy that you don't need, that you need to get rid of. So I already told you how. So okay, now let's go over here, and we asked it, the crystal reading cards, what healing energy to focus on for Virgos to get past this. Oh, and we got Herkimer Diamond and Dreams. Herkimer Diamond is one of the, well, not one of, I think it's probably the most powerful quartz variety that we've found so far, and it's great to use in dream work. It helps you to remember your dreams. It helps you to visualize your dreams and have more vivid dreams. And I think what this card is saying is that dream work needs to occur. If this healing is not going to happen consciously, if you're not going to do it consciously, then you're going to have to turn to your dreams. And I get the feeling that a lot of you possibly have been having nightmares recently, because since you're not dealing with negative emotions in the conscious realm, then your subconscious is going to bring them up. And if that occurs during your dream states, that could be what you perceive to be as negative dreams. So if you are having some negative dreams right now, realize that it's because you're not working through these issues in the conscious land, in the conscious world. You're doing that, you're forcing your subconscious to bring these issues up. If you're not having bad dreams, then I think you need to analyze your dreams more and allow your dreams to become more of a focus in your life, so that you're learning the lessons therein. Each dream, just like each emotion, contains a lesson that you need to learn about yourself, and it's really fun to try to decode these dream messages sometimes, but not so fun if they're nightmares. So either way, I think you need to put more focus on your dreams. Maybe start a dream journal. If you do tarot, maybe after a dream that you remembered and wrote down, do a tarot reading on the dream, and you see what that dream meant to you. And I highly encourage that practice if you are a reader. Okay, so there we go, Virgo friends. It seems like you got some issues that you've been hiding or been running away from. And what needs to happen is to change your mentality and change the way you see negative emotions or negative feelings, and be more mature about it, and be willing to sit in that negative emotion for a while and remove the fear of it and really feel it, and then learn that lesson, and then move on and discard that emotion and move on forward. And there's no baggage is going. If you do that process, you don't have baggage. You've checked your bags in. Okay, you're not carrying around all this baggage, Alright, so that is the reading for Virgos. It was a general reading. If you want a specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below. We could do this, a whole number of readings, including this one. This falls under the 3-card reading, so this is the cheapest reading that you can get if you want this reading just for you. So go check that out. I'd appreciate it. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button. It lets me know you enjoyed it, got something out of it, and I appreciate that a lot. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear how you guys reacted to these videos, to these readings. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the readings I do, the free readings I release all the time. You don't want to miss out on that, so thank you very much. Alright, Virgo friends, I wish you luck moving forward. Don't be afraid of your negative emotions. They're here to help you, and that's the biggest thing to take away from this reading. Negative emotions are here to help you, okay? So I wish you luck in your endeavors, Virgo friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.